A very good day to you, and once again, welcome to the program. I've just got 5 minutes to tell you about something that you must never do again after this program. Don't tell tales. You say to me, Angus, are you talking to a child? No, I'm talking to a grown-up. We tell a lot more stories than children do. You know the old cliche? I shouldn't tell you this, but as soon as they get to the but part, say stop. Because whatever you tell me, I'm going to tell the whole world. Because when you become a child of God, there is no more secrets. Tale-bearing is unacceptable to God. If you go to Leviticus, the book of Leviticus, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 16, you shall not go about as a tale-bearer among your people. And if we go to Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 13, a talebearer reveals secrets, but he who is of a faithful spirit conceals a matter. We should be protecting one another, not talking about each other. We should encourage one another by telling the truth. If you've got a problem with your friend, go to him or your brother or your sister and say, listen, I want to help you. I've heard that there's a problem. And they'll probably break down and cry and say, yes, please pray for me. I've got a problem in my marriage, or I've got a problem in my business, or maybe I've been diagnosed by the doctor and he says I'm not well. But you don't go around the back door to your next door neighbor and say, did you hear that so-and-so has just come back from the doctor and they are actually dying. They've only got a couple of months to live. What kind of encouragement is that? Or tale-bearing about the government. I have heard from good sources that the government is whatever, but you don't know it at all. And all you do is propagating negative talk. I've heard this country is going down. There's no future for this country. I'm leaving. What does that do? It just causes people to panic. You know, I've heard that couple there having problems in their marriage. They're not having problems at all. They've got a disagreement and they're going to work through it. Folks, we need to be so careful. Some of us are doing so much tale-bearing that the devil's got no work to do. We really need to understand that God is not pleased with us when we tell lies and we exaggerate the truth. You see? And that's what happens with this tale-bearing, telling tales. We don't tell it exactly as it is because we don't know the truth. We tell in tales. Somebody told us and we told somebody else, and they just add on a bit every time, and it becomes a massive story. In the meantime, it's nothing like that. I believe so-and-so's failed his exams. Really? Yes. He hasn't failed his exams at all. He got a poor mark maybe because he battled with some of the papers, but he hasn't failed. And that's how we undo people. Do you believe that? Have you heard that somebody's having an affair with so-and-so? Really? Yeah, I saw them going to town together in the same pickup. You know what happened? The lady had a puncher on the side of the road and a good man gave her a lift to town to get to her appointment. And now she's having an affair with him. I want to say to you folks, God will judge you very severely with that type of thing. Rather, let's cover one another. Rather, let's go and get the truth and don't tell other people about it, but pray for them and God will honor you. This tale-bearing becomes addictive and people love juicy stories, so they always add on a bit more. God is not pleased with that. He says, no more telling tales. No more exaggerating the truth. Let us cover one another, speak up, and if you don't know what the truth is, don't say anything. Until next time, goodbye.
We trust that you have been blessed by today's message. For more information, please visit angusbuchan.com.